Good morning. I'm Tom Fricke. Phil Lindemann's in from the newsroom, and in from watching the fire, the Ptarmigan Fire, Summit County Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons and Adam Bianchi from the Dillon Ranger District, the U.S. Forest Service, to give us an update on what's going on.
Good morning, Tom.
How about that rain last night and some snow? Was higher elevations of the fire?
Our peak one was covered in snow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got a little less, I think, moisture up here than they did down south of I-70. But it was still good. Adam can talk about that, and then we'll talk about what we've done this morning to let people kind of back into their neighborhoods for a little while.
All right.
Sounds great. Yeah, you know, the precipitation was really helpful this last night. It's really kind of kept things in check. You know, we haven't had air resources up since about yesterday afternoon, mid-afternoon. So this morning, as the clouds start to kind of dissipate, we're really looking to get a lot of the rotor wing stuff back up there, get a good view of the fire. You know, we had a lot of our resources showed up late last night, so this is kind of our first real operation period with a lot of the ground resources. So we're looking forward to kind of getting them up there, getting our bearings a little bit, and see if we can start getting some containment.
I got to tell you, the air show yesterday was impressive.
It was rattling.
Right over the studios here, going to the Dillon Reservoir to get some refills. But, yeah, it was impressive. All the choppers going over the fixed-wing aircraft, and it was an all-out assault yesterday.
Yeah, so be prepared. It'll be something similar here again this morning. Yep.
All right. Well, and Adam, I was talking to some folks yesterday that, you know, they were watching it, and they were thinking that those things were able to refill in under a minute. Is that true?
It is, especially those Type 1, the large, Chinooks. You know, they can go quickly, and they've got that internal belly inside them. And, man, you know, it was the first couple dips they went on North Pond up in Silverthorne. It was quite the show coming off the highway there. But, they're pretty impressive machines.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're all going to be back at it again today.
Yeah, you know, retardant probably isn't as most effective for us today just due to the precipitation. Retardant and water, you know, they don't mix extremely well. You know, it only has its effectiveness for so long. So we're going to focus on more of it's less about the containment today. We're going to really use it's about the fire growth, but really on containment. We're going to use the rotor wings to put them in very strategic places to start, trying to get some of those hot spots out. So we're kind of switch tactics a little bit today, but it's going to be mainly helicopter work.
And today you've had people showing up to get their passports or
yes, whatever they left behind.
Yeah.
So we did open a window of opportunity this morning between the hours of 8 and 10 for residents only of both Angler Mountain and Hamilton Creek. And we discussed this morning in one of our many meetings that we're going to continue to try to provide that opportunity at least for the next 2 or 3 days, looking at the weather, and then start making decisions from then. But I think we're going to try to be consistent so that people can plan around that. Go in and water their plants or grab medications or whatever they need. But it's just so important they get out of there, because the air show Adam's talking about is one of the reasons for that window is we'll probably start that air support right after that. So it's not safe for people to be in there with all that aircraft and buckets and water dropping and all that stuff going on. So, you know, we're just hoping that we get the cooperation from some people that allow us to continue to do this. We want to continue to tell people keep drones out of the air. Adam can't fly if drones are in the air. We're just trying to hammer that message down, and that we just, don't be, as we were talking about before we got on the air, you didn't see the glow today. Don't be confused. That fire is definitely not out, that it can change when things dry out and this weather moves through, and it can just become a glow again. So it's really important that Adams folks get an opportunity to really hammer this in between these weather windows, and so that we can, we don't have a time frame when we'll let people back in permanently, but it's always on our mind, and we're just looking for those opportunities. That Adam talked about containment, and one of the things we talked about this morning at our administrative meetings was once there is containment, that is one of those triggers where once there's containment, at least on the sides where the houses are, that's where we'll start to lifting the evacuation. So it's certainly not going to be in the next 24, 48 hours.
When do you have any more public information meetings?
11 a.m. this morning and 6 p.m. tonight again.
Silverthorne Town Hall?
Silverthorne Town Hall, and you can get credentialed there as well.
All right. Well, we'll keep you up to date. Gentlemen, thanks for coming in and giving us the latest on the Ptarmigan Fire, and I'm sure that we'll be hearing more from you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
We'll
Always
be
a
back.
pleasure. Your wildfire information station is Krystal 93.